We are in a new month. Can y'all believe we're almost halfway through this year already? Like we're in month 5. Like it's crazy. Crazy. But today we are starting the group read of House of Leaves. I am about to open my copy, so while I do that, I'll let my lovely co-hosts introduce themselves.
I guess I'm going first. Hello, I am Tay. I live in the land of Twitch at Sparrow Lit. Hopefully, this is the month I get my life together and start streaming again regularly outside of A-Team streams. I have kept up with y'all, and I'm very happy about that. I'm very excited. I need y'all to see. This is the setup that House of Leaves is requiring for me. Because I got the book, I got notebook, I got post-its, I got pens. We're ready. We are ready. So we're gonna go. She's on this side.
Hello. Hey everybody, my name is Day. My YouTube channel is Hey It's Day. I occasionally stream. I rarely post videos, but here we are. I am also super ready. I got my notebook. I got Post-its. I got a pen out, but my pencil case is there, so I'm ready to take notes. And I am so pumped. We've been literally like talking about this for so long, so I'm so excited to get started.
Telling y'all, I'm gonna be mad if I hate this.
I know, right? And I am Cachet. My channel is Shay with the Hobbies. Here y'all are. I'll be reading, I'll be writing, I'll be creating. If that is something you are interested in, definitely make sure, if you have not already, subscribe and hit that notification bell. But remember, I, like everything on my channel, is black with the big B. So you are so forewarned. What am I doing, you may ask? Making this very great concoction for that time of the month because your girl is struggling right now. Struggling! But I just opened my copy of House of Leaves, courtesy of the lovely, amazing Adrian, Sister Harlem. I appreciate you so much for blessing me with this. So here's the thing. I have no idea what this is about. So I'm gonna read the synopsis, and then while I'm doing that, we can decide, do we want to do a short sprint to just get in, see what it is, and come back and discuss immediately? Do we want the 30-minute one? I have the 31-minute one queued up, but we can definitely choose another. So as we listen, y'all decide. Titan, you don't get to vote. I'm sorry, sir. Okay. Wait, hold on. What is this? Is this a synopsis? No, this don't sound like no synopsis. This sound like, wait a minute now. This sound like you bragging on your book. Is that what this is? Okay, we're gonna read it and see what happens. Years ago, when House of Leaves was first being passed around, it was nothing more than a badly bundled heap of paper, parts of which would occasionally surface on the internet. No one could have anticipated the small but devoted following this terrifying story would soon command. Starting with an odd assortment of marginalized youth, musicians, tattoo artists, programmers, strippers, environmentalists, and adrenaline junkies. First of all, that is a wide range of people, but I'm going to continue. The book eventually made its way into the hands of older generations who not only found themselves in those strangely arranged pages, but also discovered a way back into the lives of their estranged children. Now, for the first time, this astonishing novel is made available in book form, complete with the original colored words, vertical footnotes, and newly added second and third appendices. This story remains unchanged, focusing on a young family that moves into a small home on Ash Tree Lane where they discover something terribly wrong. Their house is bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. Of course, neither Pulitzer Prize winning photojournalist Will Davidson, I hope that's how you say that, nor his companion Karen Green was prepared to face the consequences of that impossibility until the day their two little children wandered off and their voices eerily began to return another story of creature darkness, of an ever growing abyss behind a closet door, and of that unholy growl which soon enough would tear through their walls and consume all of their dreams. Okay, well, it did transition into about being about the story. So, I'm glad I kept reading.
It did
I'm
that.
glad I kept reading. I am intrigued.
I love the idea of a house that's bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. Like that's just
So it's a TARDIS. For all you Doctor Who fans.
I think so. We're voting. I think we should do a short one and then talk about it for a couple minutes and then do a longer one. At least like just give first impressions for the first like
read like a little introduction that doesn't have real page numbers.
Yeah. That's my vote, but you two can also vote.
I'm down for that.
I
am going to make coffee at some point, but I can save that for a longer sprint.
Okay. All right. Let's see what we got in here. Alicia, hello. So good to see you. Good morning. Thank you for being here. And Marie said, ooh, y'all are starting House to Leave. Yes, ma'am, we are. I won't be starting it till later this month. Pat said, hiya. Happy Sunday, all. Happy Sunday to you too, Pat. Yes, you got all the tools, right? I got my flags, book, of course, and then I got, y'all can't see it because I got a Sharpie pen instead of a marker, but it says Group Reads 2022 on here because your girl got notes. And it's not like this the only thing I'm gonna be reading this month because I twisted myself just a little bit. Everybody saying hi, supporting you as always. You are awesome. We love you, Pat. And Marie says, I'm so excited for y'all to read this. Girl, we excited for us to read this. Adrian, again, Queen, I don't know if you heard me, but thank you so much for this. I appreciate you. Also, let me say, through the camera, this thing is deceiving because it is definitely bigger in person than I thought it was. Totally.
Would you say it's bigger on the inside?
It you know, I definitely could definitely see that being something I might say as I continue. Tay is ready. Don't forget to read the instructions. Yeah, no, we're not skipping anything. Not skipping anything. And Pat said, don't forget to get a mirror too. Oh, do we need to have it right off the bat? Okay, let me go grab it. I'll be right back. And
phone works right now.
I'm gonna go grab the little hand mirror. I'll be right back. And so we said short one. Did we decide on how short? Y'all let me know how short. Y'all decide while I go grab this mirror. I'll be right back.
Do you have a preference, Tay?
I really don't.
10 or 15. I'm fine with whatever. Maybe 15. I feel like
maybe 15.
Yeah, I feel like I can't really read that much in only 10 minutes, especially if we're reading the introduction and whatever.
Because the introduction's a little lengthy, and also like I feel like this is something that is not to be sped read. Sped.
I got you.
Speeded. Sunday.
Something. Whatever the correct term is. It's fine. Don't worry. I'm so pumped. I don't think we need a mirror in the beginning though. Like
I got it just in case. I was like,
I'll just use my phone and set it to mirror image with
okay
on the camera.
That's a thing.
Good morning, Marlena. So good to see you. Love everyone has their notebooks. No, I did not hear you, but you are more than welcome. Yes, I was like, let me make sure I say it again. Thank you. You're so awesome. Okay, so did we come up with a time? I think 15 is what I heard.
Yeah. Enough time to sink into it, but not have to get lost in it.
Right. Okay, so playlist has got to be 15. There we go. Do we have
looking for royalty-free music? Discover Epidemic Sound.
Money.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Huh? Say that again.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Right.
Unless.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Whew. Y'all, these cramps are the devil. Okay. So we got the introduction. Oh wow. Oh. Okay, so y'all, this is my first time flipping through this. So interesting. Oh, this is not for you. This is not for you. It's not for you. What? Okay. So see, and then you know what? I'm not gonna play though. Like, is this how the horror movie starts? Like, you're not supposed to read this book, but you start reading it anyways, and then stuff starts to happen around your house. Isn't that a possible short story? Then yes. Yeah.
Isn't that how The Evil Dead is? The book literally says, do not read this, and then they read it.
I have no idea. I haven't seen it. SM Ryan, the writer, good morning. I hope you are having a fantastic day. Oh, and there goes the timer. Let's stop it. All right, y'all. We're gonna put 15 minutes on the clock. Reading House of Leaves this morning. Oh, love the accent when you said lost. I don't know who said lost.
I forgot.
I don't either. But whoever said it, shout out to your accent. Woo woo woo. All right, y'all.
Reminder for everybody that there's Haunted album if you are listening or you want.
Ooh,
Oh,
yes.
yeah. I knew there was something else I needed to pull up.
Let's get the chat. Yeah, so I wanted to play it, but I was like, I'm not entirely sure that I can on YouTube. Now, if we were on Twitch, I could figure out a way to finagle it, make it work. But on YouTube, I'm not sure. So I'm dropping both of these links in here that we have.
I had it saved. Where'd it go?
Is this the right one? That is not the right link. Control C. That's how you copy something. Control V. There we go. There it is. Spotify link, and then we got this other link. So if y'all are trying to I want to get in the mood. I feel like it's supposed to get you in the mood, but then I've heard some of the tracks are very different. So, you'll just see what happens as you listen to it. All right, y'all ready? In 3, 2, 1. Y'all turn the pages. All right. How did everybody do? Let me know how you did in the comments. How did my lovely co-host? Yeah, I had to move to the couch. This is not not ideal. So, yeah, let me know how y'all did. I didn't get as much read because of having to get situated, but I definitely want to do a longer sprint so I can just keep going. Because at least for the introduction, I'm like, okay, where is this going?
Yeah, I still have a couple pages left in the introduction, but I'm like, okay. This is going somewhere. I also have no idea what parts I need to like actually pay attention to and what parts just this man rambling, but
There have been some things that I like that have stuck out to me, like, let me put a little like highlight here or whatever, which I
Okay.
haven't done, but I'm gonna do when I finish the whole thing, when I finish the whole introduction, like go back.
yeah, like I've marked a couple of the words that are different colors and all because I'm
Right,
sure
the
that's
house,
coming into play.
the house is always blue. Right.
I only got 5 pages in. Memories are coming back. I definitely like read this part at least. I put a note, definitely weird. You know what part I'm talking about.
I know exactly what part you're talking
exactly what part I'm talking about. And then I also put in my notes what's in chapter 21, just to remind myself, because that's what it said at the beginning. Like it was originally published without chapter 21. So I'm just curious what's in chapter 21. I definitely see what Alicia was saying about the sexcapades, but
Not Bambi.
it's all right. Yeah, I know that I again definitely weird. But yeah. What about you, Shay? How you feeling?
No, I'm liking it so far. I'm like, okay, all right, where's this going? The way this man thinks or like talks, like, cause I don't know if he's like telling the story to somebody or what. Yeah, I think it ends up being a letter because it seemed like a sign and a date when I was like going through. So just the way that he presents information is interesting.
Mm-hmm. It's very like stream of consciousness because like
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I wasn't sure if I was gonna be using the right words, so I just didn't say it all together because I don't want to be wrong. So there's that. Instead of saying words you don't know, just don't use them till you know what they mean. Lesson of the day.
I googled what is a nom de plume and nom de guerre. I googled.
Yeah, it's like a pen name.
Yeah, well, I knew the pen name one, but I was like, what is a nom de guerre? And
What's
even
that?
when you Google it, it's not actually like translate, but it's like a name that you use in combat. Like Rambo is a nom de guerre.
Ah,
Very
okay.
interesting.
So like a warrior name, like a soldier name type deal. Interesting.
So I was like,
Charlie joined us. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. We are in the middle of our House of Leaves group read. We are trying to get through the introduction. So hopefully by the end of this next one, we're all through the introduction and into the next part. Erica joined us. Hey, y'all. Hey, Erica. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a great first day of May. Good self care Sunday. Everyone's saying hi. All right, y'all. Let me put a. So we want to do a 30-minute. We want to go back up to that.
Sure.
Think that'll work.
Also, can we talk about this guy Flaze
Looking for royalty-free music?
Okay.
and how he literally was like, I don't want to go in there. I know what's going to be in there. So let me just mess around with you until you decide you want to go in there.
Right. I don't even know why anybody had to go in there. Like, why wouldn't we just call the cops immediately?
Yeah, just
You right.
this is the energy of my people.
Yeah, because I'd be like, I mean, I don't want to see a dead body neither, fam. So, like, okay. If anybody should have to see it of any of us, it definitely should be you because you work here. So, Adrian said, yes, got to get ready for my walk. I'm definitely not finished with the intro yet. Last paragraph of page 12. We'll watch the stream later till at least get to the middle or end the chapter one. Nice. I am reading Living Dead in Texas. That is awesome. Is there going to be another House of Leaves sprint session this week? We have not decided on one. If that's gonna be something we do, so we'll probably talk about it after this and decide.
Yeah.
If so, it'll definitely for me more than likely be pop-ups. Like it'll more than likely be pop-ups on like Twitch or something. Just because now we have so many regularly scheduled streams, pretty
We
much
got
like
busy.
right, kind of like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday now. Like they're gonna be streamed. So yeah. But they're
I
gonna be
will
writing
say,
ones. So since they're gonna be writing ones, the reading ones will be pop up for sure. Go ahead, Tay. I'm sorry.
yeah, no, you good, you good. No, I was just gonna say, like during some of our A team streams, depending on how into
Definitely
this
gonna
I
be
get,
reading.
I'm gonna be reading it just because y'all will be here.
Yeah, I'm definitely probably gonna be reading it during the 18 streams. I just know I just these first 2 weeks I have that grant I'm trying to finish, so I know I'm gonna
Yeah.
actually be trying to write in those. But once that gets turned in, I'll definitely be using them to read this because I feel like again we already said we think this is gonna take us at least 2 to 3 months at least. So excuse me. All right, y'all ready?
Yep.
All right, let's get into it. Let me change the layout so you can see the timer. I hope you were able to hear that, Adrian. In short, there will be some, we don't know when, but at the very least, we know there will be pop-ups. That's all we know at the time, but we'll discuss it and we'll definitely let you know at one of the streams later this week for sure.
Stay tuned to follow everyone.
Right. Make sure you following. Everybody's listed in the description box. Maybe not in the way that they would be up top, but they will be before the day is out. I'll get on that. All right, y'all. In 3, 2, 1. Y'all turn them pages. All right. How did everybody do? Let us know how you did in the comments. How did my lovely co-host do? We also had Bree and Maya join us. Hello. I won't lie, I didn't get through the introduction, but I have like one full page and then a part of a page left, and I'll be through it. I had to go get me another cup of tea and then move the load of laundry around. But I am totally intrigued. I really want to keep reading. So I'm like, because like I like how okay, well y'all just say where y'all are and then we'll talk. Go ahead.
So I'm in chapter 1, and I may have already gone feral. I'm taking notes on things, and I'm like, I don't know if this is significant or if this is here, but I'm gonna write it down.
Mm-hmm.
Like at one point, because I made the note that once again the word house is in blueprint, and then my brain went house blueprints. Is it a play on words? Is that why it's blue? Blueprints?
Interesting. Okay.
Or am I just...
You gotta think outside the box. I love it.
And I also wrote down like Zampano's, I don't know how to say his name, but old boy's 7 girlfriends that he talked about. Because I'm like, are they gonna come up later? Do I need to keep track of these women? Who are these women? What am I doing? And also just the introduction is dated for Halloween. Why is it dated for Halloween? You talking about a creepy house and you dating it on Halloween? That seems significant.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I've already gone feral. Like, I'm gonna get a cork board and some yarn.
And the other part is like it's like a year. It's like almost a year and a half after he's died.
Yep.
So it's like all this that you're talking about happened within a year and a half, like time period.
And I also in my notebook, like I got to the 5.5 minute hallway. And I sat and like drew out a diagram as they were describing it, because I'm like, hold up. Let me make sure this tracks, because I don't know if you're reliable people.
How far are you?
I'm on page 6.
Oh, okay. I'm on page 4. That's why I was like, wait, I don't know.
And don't forget 7 is the number of completion. Right.
Yeah, I also jotted down the number 7, and I'm just gonna start keeping records.
Yeah.
I wrote some notes. This was my reaction to So I Took It Home.
Idiot.
Okay, right? Because I was like, okay, wait a minute. And I was like, is this a thing or is it an embodiment of a thing? What is going on? Why did you take it home? You
right?
ain't the motherfucker that found it.
I'm
no.
like,
First of all, why were you in this man's house? What made you go inside this man's house, Lude? Like, I need to talk to you because you just don't make adult decisions. And then I also am not that wise because then I let you drag me into it.
Correct.
There are 2 lessons to be learned.
I was like, so you take this thing home and then you start boarding yourself up in the house? You take this thing home and you like, I can't leave no more. Like, you was thinking about Thumper all the time. Now Thumper can't get a hold of you. Thumper can't thump no more because you just like, it's a lot, y'all. I'm like, wait a minute. So, okay, so here's the thing. I don't know. I mean, outside of it being a difficult book to read, I don't know that it's going to take me long because I'm in this. I am in this. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm in it. That's all. I just needed to make sure y'all knew I'm in this story. I'm like, yo, this is a lot.
Here's the thing. One read through is not going to take me that long. This will absolutely be done within the month. But I feel like I'm going to have to go through parts 2, 3,
like,
4 times.
Am I going to understand it? Am I going to know? Am I going to, yeah. Okay,
Which is
so
why
when
I'm
you
trying to like
go-
be feral and write down everything that seems like it could possibly
Okay, that's what I was
matter.
about to ask you. I was about to ask you what feral meant for you because I wasn't sure if that meant that you already got to a part where you had to like flip to something else.
Oh,
And so
that
you
too.
weren't reading in order yet, huh?
That too. I
Oh,
got
so
to a
you already
footnote
had to
that
do that?
referenced another chapter, so I flipped forward, but that chapter is one of those where the text is in 15 different directions. So I was like, that's a problem for future me. And
Okay,
so I
got
came
you.
back.
Future me. Got it.
I made a note and was like, hey, the chapter it references starts on this page when the spirit leads you there. So
No, when the spirit leads you there. I love it. I love it. Okay, so we want another 30?
yeah.
Yeah. I still have questions though, because like
Okay.
this random like page, my dude is all of a sudden bloody and has a gun, and his direction was to load the guns, and guns are made to shoot things or people, and I'm like, how did we jump?
I was like, wait, and I was like, whose blood? He's like, and it's not all mine or something. And like, wait a minute, okay, then who else is bleeding? And where are they? And also, where is your friend? Does your friend not come check on you? Why, like, what kind of friend lets you take something home and then they'll be like, hey, buddy, is that friend eating you alive? Like, is that thing, like, are you good? Like, I'd have questions. I have questions. Also, I'm curious about the cats disappearing before oh boy
Yeah,
died.
I made a note about that. Like what happened to the cats.
Right. Where the cats? What's going on? I love how he was like, there was a part where he said, there were so many signs, or were there, and is it just in retrospect? Like, did I really see these things as being a creepy thing, or am I only acknowledging that they're creepy now looking back? And I feel like real life though, I feel like some people are like, the signs were always there. Sure, but did you see them as signs?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I did also make a note, and again, this may be nothing. This may just be you've unleashed me. But which is a dangerous thing to do. But I also made a note, like, you know, because it talks about in one point, old boy is blind.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next page, he's warning you about reading what's in this and like going through the story. And he says that you will seek to find a way to become blind again. I'm like,
I mean, I wonder if
is
that's
that
like
connected?
woke. I wonder if that's like contextual, like woke was, right? Like woke
Yeah.
wasn't about being awake. It was like seeing things, right? So like, do you want to be blind? Do you want to go back to like not being able to know what you know? Not being, because like that's the other thing about like being able to see things that we see and then things that we can't see. And so I don't know. I definitely think it's something though.
Like the man was physically blind. They found Braille books in his house, but I'm like,
how is he writing this stuff?
Of all the ways you could have described it, why would you
Right.
pick blindness right after telling me about this blind man?
Right. I'm also intrigued by the books being in the refrigerator.
That's just ADHD.
You get on my nerves. There are 10 books in the refrigerator. And he's like, the refrigerator wasn't empty, but it didn't have food. Why is your refrigerator full of pale books? I'm like, all of these things. This is what I like when you said it's got like your mind like open. I'm like, this is the only thing that I'm worried about with this book is that I'm going to hyper focus on everything because I don't know how important anything is.
Right, like I'm jotting down everybody's name and like what they're up to because I'm like,
I'm on my freaking series of unfortunate events. Are there anagrams in here? Do I need to pay attention?
What is
to
the
that?
VFD?
Right. Like, are we like using people's names? Is it all one person? But because we're not paying attention, we don't realize they're all the same letters. Like all these different things. And again, this blue house.
Mm-hmm.
Blue house blueprint.
Also, the
blue
way I
paint,
just
house
noticed that the
blueprint.
house on the cover of House of Leaves is blue as well, but it's okay.
I made a note. It's only I just got there in the footnotes. It says, "Abandon every hope ye that enter." I'm like, that is ominous if I ever
Man, I'm
Jason
saying, like,
Turner.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, is this how
Wait,
how
wait,
black
wait,
people end up in horror stories in real
Wait.
life? Because you really are like, it's just a book. It's just a book. It's just a book. Like, it's just, man, this is just the fiction work of somebody fiction, and because literally I'm walking right into it. If something starts to appear in my house over the next couple months, I walked right into this hole. Walked right into it. Was like, I'm here for it. You done warned me at all, and I'm just like,
I mean, me being into it should be a warning to you.
So here's the thing, Taylor. This is how much you should know me. It was.
I'm dead.
It was definitely a warning. It was definitely like, Taylor's into this too, and Taylor's ahead of all of us. Like, they are really like going through this book. Yeah. So not even gonna lie to you. It definitely is. It definitely has been. One of those male to male moments. I'm like, here we go. So
I feel a need to tell.
I'm not
any white
saying I
person
might
watching.
tap out, but if it feel like, nah, I'll let y'all have that one. I will live vicariously through y'all. I'm scary. Y'all know that about me. I don't play with no spirits. I don't play with no guns. I don't play with them. And I'm this thing that's just nothing but blackness. Like, it's just nothing but blackness.
I'm a knitted a sweater.
Yeah. Go ahead, Tay. Go ahead.
Listen. As long as you're respectful, usually ghosts are fine.
See, it's the usually for me. It's the usually for me. Like, and here's the other thing. We done talked about this. You can't tell nobody how to respond to disrespect, and you don't know what they gonna think is disrespectful. I call you a ghost, and you like, nah, I'm a spirit, fam. Okay, I didn't realize there was a difference. My apologies. I don't want no problems, Mr. Spirit Man. I don't.
I will say, generally, if there is a house that's got some creepy vibes and people are like mysteriously dead up in there, don't take shit out of the house.
No, not at all. Everything needs to go back.
Don't go in the house.
Here's the truth. I'm not walking in the yard. I'm not setting my foot on the driveway. I'm not checking the mailbox.
That superstition, like when you go over train tracks and you have to lift your feet, that would be me passing in front of the house. Just does not exist.
There's not. You know that house over on 54th Street? What house? I don't know that house.
That ain't even.
I'm sorry to that house. I don't know that house in my Kiki Palmer. I don't know that house. If I was walking right past that house, I wouldn't know. I'd have no idea.
I'm sorry to this house.
I'm sorry to this house. All right, y'all. I'm ready to get back into this. I ain't even in chapter 1 yet. I'm trying to get there. So, another 30 minutes on the clock. Here's the thing. Am I gonna stop reading this when this stream is over? Probably not. Is the truth.
I'll probably stop for a little bit just because I got to do laundry today.
I gotta go to my cousin's at 5 for his birthday. So, like, by then I'll stop.
That's a long time.
Ooh,
I mean, I'm not
got
saying I'm
ghosts in
reading
the
the whole time
comments.
because I still gotta finish American God, so I'll probably switch to that. Erica said, my mom used to say all the time, the ghost is active today. We hear footsteps upstairs, pots and pans settling all the time. Oh no. Ooh, Chile. No.
At my mama's house at the end of the hallway, when my nephew was my mom used to keep my nephew when they were babies. And he was like a year old, like barely walking, toggling around. She'd be like, all right, let's go bye-bye. And he would go and he would tell my mom's dog bye. And then he'd stand at the end of the hallway, look all the way down it and go bye-bye. And nothing.
No, thank you. That is when you send the child home. And you don't come back.
Man, first of all, that's when it's like, do we need to call a realtor? I feel like we need a for sale sign. Because I don't know if it's the baby or the house. I'm getting rid of both. We got Skype. It's the pandemic, baby.
My
Grandma,
niece did
let
it
you
too.
come over here. Mm-mm.
And that was my bedroom when we had first moved into that house, and I could not sleep alone in my room until my sister moved out and I took her room, and then I was fine. So it's just that room at the end of the hall. My parents still live there.
Okay, so yeah, palm colored people. Y'all brave.
I ain't
Yeah.
got
Mm-mm. I ain't got it in me. Mm-mm. That's their house now. They live here. They don't. I don't need. I am intruding, and I know I trespassers be warned. I'm gone.
We just politely ask that they leave us be, and it's fine.
You know, and I mean, y'all still here, so something working. I just ain't gonna try my luck. I'm not a step right up and try your. I'm not one of them people. Mm-mm. So my nephew stood by the couch one time and said hi, smiling and everything. We went to see what he saw, and the couch was empty. So, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, babies giggling at things that ain't there scares the life out of me. Cause one, it's such a beautiful sound, like baby laughs, like are
And then
I
you
love
look and it's
how
like,
they sound. And then you look and it's like nothing, and then it's like the most horrifying feeling. Like the way my stomach would drop. I've seen like videos of people like showing stuff like that, and it's like, ain't no way, bruh. Ain't no way.
anyway,
Sorry,
so
y'all.
we might be haunted by the end of this, but it's all right.
Right. So now that I have officially really freaked myself out, I'm about to start this book again. I say a couple prayers before I get into it, just be on the safe side. It never hurts. Wake your little guardian angel up. Hey, in case you sleep, I'm down here doing something that might be a little stupid. I just need you to just be watching, just in case. Just in case. I don't know no better. All right, y'all. In 3, 2, 1. Y'all turn the pages. Dang, bro, you thirsty, huh? All right. How did everybody do? Let me know how you did in the comments. How did my lovely co-host do?
Oh boy.
So I do not want to stop reading like continuously. I'm almost to chapter 2, and I'm like,
I'm almost to 3. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Right?
I'm also, I'm halfway through 2.
Okay,
and I have like so many questions.
Right?
So many questions. Like, okay, Navidson, I think that's his name.
Yeah.
He said he wanted to burn the house down. I put a question mark because it's not, he doesn't specifically say the house, but he can't get focused enough to do it. So it's like the house has a defense mechanism? Question mark. Question mark. The hall also like changes.
right.
Like it starts as a hall and then they're like, oh, well, now it's like a 10-foot hall. And then now it's like something that somebody can get lost in.
That's why I was drawing it, because I'm like, this don't make no sense.
Yeah. And then, okay, how do you guys feel about the end notes? Because, like, I feel like they've planted doubt in my head. So now, like, every time I read them, I'm like, Because they're like, they said in the is it in the introduction? That, like, most of the end notes and, like, things that were cited were totally false and, like, didn't exist. So now I'm like, what?
Yeah, like, I trust nothing and no one here.
Yeah.
But it's also, the end notes are in 2 different fonts, depending on whether they're from the old guy or Johnny Haas.
And also, it said that some were real, so I just plan on looking up what's real and what's fake.
Who has time for that?
I mean, it's an adventure. It just seems like this is what you're supposed to do. I feel like if we go look at that 50,000 comment forums, other people did.
True.
Because you don't know what to believe or what not to believe. And then you don't know, like, are there clues in the things he made up as well? Like, why did he name them the things he named, or why did he, like, choose the things he chose? So that's the only reason. Like, I feel like it's part of the adventure.
Yeah. I'm not, like, I'm jotting down the end notes that seem to have hints and whatnot.
Did you read number 67?
I did go read number 67.
I laughed.
But the ones that are just like the I just forgot the entire English language. The ones that are just like citations of other things that are referenced, I'm kind of just ignoring for now.
Yeah, I'm kind of just skimming like those ones.
And I'm like, I will come back to this in a future read, because I feel like I'm going to go through this multiple times.
Oh, for sure. I definitely don't think this is a one and done thing.
Yeah, so I think my first one, I'm just going to go through what's in here, mostly chronological. We'll see if I keep to that as we go on and as it references itself over and over. And then we'll see what happens.
Question for you guys. So we discussed what the 1 year thing, like it took like a year or so, and like that seems relevant because like as soon as the sprint started, like they said a year later he made another video and it seemed worse, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do we think that he actually made it out? Because the friend Tom was saying like, should I go in after him? Do we think he actually made it out? Because it keeps saying like the movie won all these awards worldwide, but nobody can contact him.
Yeah. No, I don't think he did. That's my current theory, is he did not.
Mm-hmm. I was like, did he actually ever get out?
Because they're arguing about like going in after him and all of this. And then he's just kind of gone.
Yeah, exactly. And like the movie comes out, but like he can't be reached about it. Questionable. Also, I love that the movie was initially supposed to be like a slice of life.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Okay, so wait, technically he does come back after they say going after him, like he's on the film.
When?
So it says the next shot jumps to Karen and Tom arguing over whether or not to go in after him. Then it goes through shots, and then it says then back to Navidson. Nothing but this tape, which I've seen enough times, it's more like a memory than anything else.
Navidson out of the house or just Navidson?
It just says Navidson, but if
that's also the one that's not a continuous shot.
Yeah, that's
why there's a lot of
right, but
a lot of edits. So I'm like, I don't trust that it's chronological.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just thinking like he would take the camera in with him. So like it might be him, but still in the hall. That's why I'm like,
so I'm not saying that part, just more so that like they have to get the camera back to be able to make this footage to make it a film.
But I'm like,
somebody goes in and comes out.
That's why I'm saying like I don't know who though, because like they keep hinting like the events at the end of the movie, whatever. So I'm assuming everybody dies, or like that's my assumption. So,
I also just feel like the house is somewhat sentient on its own.
That's what I was thinking. Like when he said he can't burn down the house because he can't get focused enough to do it. That to me is like the house is doing something.
Casita out here wilding out.
But yeah, like you might be totally right, Shay. I don't know. I'm just my speculation.
Like I said, my brain is going 90-0 trying to put this together. And I'm like, we haven't scratched the surface. We are literally just like, there is a house and a man with a camera. Like, and we already.
Then the dude at the end isn't the same dude.
Yeah. Well, who the hell is Holloway?
Right. So that's the other reason why I'm like, I feel like I don't necessarily like, I feel like there's so much more to the house than just getting out. Because I think people get out. I don't think it's the not getting out part. I think it's what you take with you when you leave.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's it. Because like
waiting for the house to be a portal.
Right. Because like also like something got to Zappano, because that's who's writing everything we're reading right now. So much so that he became like obsessed with this film. So I'm just like, I don't know. I'm definitely intrigued. And I do like the thought of what you guys said about like somebody putting it together specifically in the way that we're reading it. So not necessarily in the order of events.
Yeah.
But then it's interesting like I guess it's interesting though, because then it's like, what is the point of these other shots then?
Excellent question.
So again, my brain is going somewhere. we don't know if the train is going anywhere particularly useful or if it's gone off the rails and we are off into the forest. But as I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about like all of these different people getting trapped in the house and whatnot, my brain is like, it's called the House of Leaves. Could be like leaves like off of a tree, but also there's like when you take a break or you are given time off from your job, you're on leave. So is it you are taking a break from reality, because he also warned you in the introduction that you were going to start questioning reality the deeper you dive in.
Interesting thought. Very interesting.
I'm going to just jot that down.
Do it.
I don't know why, but I am super fixated on the fact that like Karen, the guy was like cleaning out her hairbrush and pulled out a clump of hair. And I'm like, is this... Huh?
I just read that part.
Yeah, I'm like, is this normal shedding? Because I mean, I shed like a fucking golden retriever year round. So like that could happen from my hairbrush depending on when you catch it.
Okay, so the thing that you said made me think of something that stood out to me. And it kind of goes along with like leave, like the being able to leave the house for me. And so it's where he's like, with a little luck, you'll dismiss this labor, react as Apano had hoped, call it needlessly complicated, pointlessly obtuse, prolix, your word, ridiculously conceived, and you'll believe all you've said, and then you'll put it aside. Though even here, just that one word, aside, makes me shudder for what is ever really just put aside. And you'll carry on, eat, drink, be merry, and most of all, you'll sleep well. And so like in my head, it's like, do you think that like it is an experience that you had and it becomes like this crazy story that you have, but you think that it's just a moment in time and you can walk away from it? But it's not. It's not something you can actually leave or put aside. Then it also got me to be like, is this book like super meta that it gets in your head from jump, that you're going to be thinking about this book like weeks down the line, months down the line, years down the line? Like it feels very like Matrixy. Like once you read it, you can't unread it. So like if you ever question your reality, you're never going to not question your reality after finishing this. Is the vibe that I'm getting with the way that it's being set up. So yeah, I'm intrigued by that. Which y'all know me, I'm already like everything is up for grabs for me. Like we don't know what we don't know, so anything is possible. So
I love that we're like, I'm only on page 11, and this is the discussion that we've had so far.
Yeah,
I'm literally on page 11.
I'm on page 16.
Yeah.
Forget both of y'all because I'm on page 6, but whatever.
Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Okay, we're at the 2-hour mark or over the 2-hour mark. How are y'all doing? What do y'all got up? How are y'all feeling? I know it's Sunday and we got stuff to do. Y'all cool for one more?
Yeah, you can do one more.
All right, one more.
I know. Oh, Shay, I know you're not there yet, but what is inside the jewelry box?
What is in there?
I must know. I wrote it. What is inside the jewelry box?
I love it. I love it. Okay. Let me adjust the timer. Also, there's definitely a part of me that is going to go and inspect this picture and like make notes on it. Again, I feel like everything is important. And there's like a picture of like words written on here and like they're readable. And I think they're readable for a reason. So
Did you? It says, perhaps I'll alter the whole thing, kill both children. Murder is a better word. Chad scrambling to escape, almost making it to the front door where Karen waits. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Right? I'm saying everything is important. Nothing is as it seems. You gotta pay attention to everything. Is how I feel about this book.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, why can't I edit this? The timer. Okay,
Wow. Poor Chad. Chad is already scared. He doesn't like the quiet.
Where he already like, I don't want to do this. I don't know why y'all. This ain't meant for me.
But it also makes sure to emphasize that he's at the age where just moving in general is making him feel that way.
That sounds like the thing adults do when they don't actually want to listen to kids. So they just say, "Oh yeah, they're that."
He just scared of everything. Is he, or is everything really scary? Is the truth of the matter. All right, y'all. Our last sprint for House of Leaves for day 1 of May. In 3, 2, 1. Y'all turn in pages. All right. How did everybody do? Let me know how you did in the comments. How did my lovely co-host do?
I got to chapter 4, and then I decided to stop for a bit and let those first 3 chapters and introduction kind of resonate a little bit. Also, just because I felt like I was going too fast and I was going to miss stuff. But I want to solve it.
Right. I'm with you. I'm right.
I don't even know what mystery I'm solving, but I'm gonna solve it.
I don't understand what the hell is going on with this house and where is Nevis? And
I am.
Or what killed Zapano? I guess that's the other one.
The first mystery.
I have 2 pages left of chapter 3, so I'm like almost where Tay is. I have to ask you guys. It went through my mind. So like that big long footnote where Haas is just talking about the Bird of Paradise story and the fighting. I was like, okay, what's the point of this story, right? Like I cannot figure it out. And then I was like, I got to the end, and he mentions that he's freezing despite it being hot. And I'm like, I don't know if you guys like picked up on that, if you think that's something, but like
I think it's something because boy said that the room when he put his arm in the room,
in there.
it was freezing.
Yeah. Okay. So that's why I was like, is he in the house kind of by association because he's like interacting with this story? Anyways, I was like, I don't.
Every time I get to chill, I'm gonna feel some type of way.
You need to get a cold chill and be like, oh shit, the house is
hell, here it goes. I feel some type of way for real.
So I was like, I there has to be a point to this long AF.
I know.
Fake story. It's not even a real story. It's a fake story.
By the end of it, I was like, I done lost track of the birds.
Right?
I was like, I got to the very end. I'm like, oh yeah, there were birds here.
Right? And okay, who is Deliel?
Yeah.
And why are we assuming Deliel is a woman? You have zero explanation. It's just a name. It's not even like a normal name. Like, who is named Deliel?
Yeah.
Like, I even Googled it to see if maybe that was the name of some entity in a mythology that I am not familiar with. And no, the only thing that comes up is House of Leaves forums.
Oh.
So.
Interesting.
Just because I'm like, some, depending on where you get your info and like who wrote what or whatever, there's different names of demons and entities and different kinds of spirits. So I'm like, maybe it's that. No.
Okay, so correct me wrong. Did Mary Shelley write Frankenstein, or did I make that up?
No, that's her.
Okay. All right. I was like, I feel like I didn't make that up. Okay.
I like the intro quotes.
I do like those, and I've been kind of just jotting down like who said them. I haven't been jotting the whole quotes. Some of them are long. But just who said them. And then one of them, chapter 3, where it's Exodus, but it's written in a different... I Googled the passage just to see if the footnote was accurate, because I don't trust it. It is.
Okay. But now I'm thinking like, okay, what does that have to do what does that specific passage have to do with the story?
Right.
Now I'm like,
Moses
And, like-
going to Pharaoh have to do
And then what
with
if it's not even the passage? What if it's like that passage is important, but the whole story, that whole section, that whole chapter is a thing because it like sets the tone, right? Because sometimes it's not just what you're saying, but in what situation that you're saying it, right?
yeah.
I'm definitely intrigued. Tay, what are you feeling?
I'm into it. I'm definitely into it. I'm like making myself stop and slow down just to kind of piece together the little bits that I have.
Because it feels like you're like I'm taking in a lot, and I feel like I'm not supposed to be taking it in this fast. Like I feel like I'm supposed to be going slower.
Yeah.
But it
It's
definitely
like you're throwing
feels
a lot
like-
at me and not a lot is sticking. Can we calm down and let me reapply
Right.
some glue and we'll try again? Just
reapply some glue.
We had a couple people join us. Queen Nadira, good morning or afternoon now. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a great day. Happy Sunday to you as well. Nicole, hello, lovelies. Happy May. Happy May to you as well. So y'all, we're almost to 3 hours. Like I'm totally into this book. And I'm not gonna lie, if I have to stream every day, then probably one sprint a stream is probably gonna be dedicated to this book. Just because I do feel like I don't think this is gonna be something I can't like. I think I'm gonna need to continuously read it. I don't think it's one that I'll be like, oh, I'll come back to it in like 2 or 3 days. Like, nah, I feel like I just need to kind of go, especially while things are fresh in my head. Like, I don't want to have to like go back and review notes before I like start the next section. I want it to be kind of fresh. So
yeah, I think I'm gonna be reading it continuously as we go along. Like I said, I'm making myself take a break. That break's gonna be like an hour, just mentally digest.
Then I'm like, I'm gonna listen to American Guides for a chapter or two and crochet this blanket a little bit. Once I get the 2 chapters, I'm gonna read another chapter. Then I'll wash dishes and listen to American Guide for a chapter. I'm gonna just be switching through. I got books and stories to finish. Like, man. What about you, Day? How you feeling?
I like it a lot. I'm honestly like, I feel like I'm the opposite of you guys. Like, you guys want to slow down. I just want to like go and keep going.
So I want to go. I feel like I should
Same.
slow down.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
I really want to go, but I'm like, if I go, I'm gonna miss something. I need to slow down and take in as many details as I can.
Right. I'm right there with you. And right now I haven't really been writing. I've just been like, I haven't been writing notes. I've just been making mental notes so that I can like go back and like, okay, let me go through. So like once I finish chapter 2, I'm gonna go back and like introduction this. And then, okay, here's the thing, y'all. I need a dictionary because there are so many words that I've never heard and never used. And so like now I want to have like a glossary of words that I look up and then go from there. Latrice, yes, ma'am. We are finishing up. I'm not gonna lie though. I don't know. So here's the thing. Not gonna lie. I want to do a pop-up on Twitch tonight. But again, it's my cousin's birthday, so I don't know like what time I'm gonna be like getting back here. If it's not too late, I probably will like do a couple sprints tonight and play words on stream. Cause I'm gonna read some more of this today. Like this is not the end of it. Like this book is going to be like
this is gonna keep going.
We have to
and I haven't even vlogged either. I haven't vlogged what I feel about it yet, so I'll probably do that right after we get done here. Because when we said we thought this book was gonna be an experience, I like after our first reading sprints today, I completely like stand by that statement. Completely stand by
For
it.
sure.
Were you gonna say something, Day? Okay. All right, y'all. Do we have any announcements? Anything going on we need to let the people know about?
No. We are on your channel Tuesday,
yeah. And Day, we're doing tomorrow. Are we doing tomorrow? Did we say we're doing tomorrow? Okay, I need to finish that today. Was it okay? No pressure though. Marvel season is over, so back to reading is. I haven't really read in like 2 weeks. Yeah, no, like my reading has definitely took a dive in April. So I'm definitely like, okay, reading sprint, play words on stream in between. Reading sprint, play words on stream in between. And since this is a physical book, like I have to sit and read. Like I can't audiobook it. So it's like I need to make time to do that. So
We have to figure out how to like message each other about the book. Like,
Yeah. I think I am going to go chronologically for the most part.
yeah, I'm gonna go until it gives me a reason to go somewhere else. And like so far, I haven't had a reason to go anywhere else.
And even like flipping with the other things, I flip and see like what that page is about and what a sense of why it's referencing that. And then I just kind of make a note like for the future, like, hey, when you get to this chapter, it referenced this back in chapter 2. Go see what they were talking about. And then I just keep going.
Smart.
Okay, yeah, no, I think that makes sense.
I actually did like go and read the footnote, whatever, but
yeah. But like one of them is like, we talk about this more in chapter 9, and I flipped to chapter 9, and it's fucking long and in 12 different directions. So no, I'm not doing that right now. I made a note in the beginning of chapter 9, like, hey, they talked about you back in chapter 2 or whatever it was. Maybe flip back and see what they said.
Right. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm right there with you. Okay, yeah. So tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning, we got y'all tomorrow night on Bridge Channel for When Black Women Speak, episode 5. Yeah, episode 5. And Wednesday I have a Fictioneers and a stream with Phoebe Woods. So yeah, and then I am on break for a day. For a day for sure. But yeah, y'all, thank y'all so much for being here. We appreciate y'all. If you haven't got your copy of House of Leaves, get it. We're not like super far in again. The farthest we are at the beginning of chapter 4. So and we will be having pop-ups. So make sure you're following us on social media. Make sure you're subscribed and you got the notification bell hit. So on that, we'll see y'all next time. Bye.